Hello everyone, I'm the whiskey enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have the Laphroaig 10 Sherry Oak. Now I'll show you the bottle first. Yeah, wait, no, this way. There you go. It's 10 years of age and it's Sherry Oak finish, it says. In the back it just gives a little bit of information, but not that much. The information I found from online is better, which I'll relay to you right now. It's a marriage between ex-bourbon barrel Laphroaig, the classic one, plus a oloroso sherry matured Laphroaig. It's a marriage between them, and then that married or that battered drink is put into another cask of oloroso, ex-European oloroso cask for 1 year, and that gives it the finish. So it's a marriage and a finish. So it's very oloroso heavy. I am not a massive fan of oloroso casks or oloroso sherry. It just makes me, well, I prefer PX or any other type of sherry. I get burnt plastic, rubber, glue notes in oloroso, and I bet some of you do as well, because I have friends who get the exact same notes. So let's dive in. We did a group tasting on Laphroaigs, and this came on the bottom. So, no one necessarily enjoyed it that much compared to the other Laphroaigs. We had the 10 cask strength, we had the Lore, the 1815, the what else we have? We had the 16, and and we had this one. So amongst those, this didn't rate that highly. Well, let's see if second round's any better. Cheers. Right. So that oloroso note I hate. I don't get it as much. It's subdued because that's thanks for the peat. The peat's really helping it, keeping it at bay. I get a lot of maple syrup. Very un-Laphroaig-like. By the way, this is 48% ABV. It has caramel coloring, so I'm not even going to show you the color. And it's chill filtered, so, not great. Yeah, Laphroaig does that normally, 46% ABV and above. You don't necessarily chill filter. Laphroaig does barrier filtering even to their whiskeys at 48% ABV. It's weird. Yeah. Anyway, to each their own. So I'll go back to the nose. Yeah, C notes are there, but not necessarily as strong. It's almost like I'm smelling a Talisker. The peat's subdued, the sherry is there. I feel like I'm smelling something between a Lagavulin and a Talisker. Honey, caramel, vanilla, ginger, cinnamon. Not ginger, cinnamon. Ginger, cinnamon. And yeah, the Laphroaigness of it is not as strong as the other Laphroaigs, so don't expect a hit of it. Sweet. It's very sweet. And cumin and spices. So let's dive into the palate. Okay. Yeah. See, when you taste it on its own, not comparing to the other stuff, by the way, no one said it was a bad whiskey. We just said we didn't like it as much as the others. But now, it's quite an enjoyable whiskey. It's just what you would expect a Laphroaig 10 to be mellowed out with sherry casks, and it works. It works. It's not reinventing the wheel. The palate is sweet, salty, caramel, again honey, maple syrup more apparent now. Now I get the burnt rubber on the nose, but again the peat holds it beautifully at bay, thankfully. A lot of herbs and spices on the palate, and the finish is bitter, oaky, and sweet, but bit, those cinnamon gums that you have, or cinnamon candies, kind of like that. They're spicy and sweet going well together. Now, there's this one, and then there is this one. The Laphroaig PX cask. Now, this is a duty-free expression. It comes at 1 liter, 48% ABV, and the first maturation of our Pedro Jimenez, as for our 10-year-old, is in ex-bourbon barrels, followed by transfer to quarter casks. So then you get more influence. And then the third maturation is in large European oak PX casks, which originally contained rare Pedro Ximénez sherry. So there's this one. You can find it at duty freeze, and I think the price difference is negligible. So this one has age statement, but you know, it's oloroso. This one has no age. It's 1 liter, 48% ABV again, but it's PX. Which one would you prefer? I generally like PX more than oloroso, but let's compare, shall we? Immediately on the nose, PX is coming out of the gates, just guns blazing. It's saying down here, and you love it. You're loving it. Yeah, you get all those C notes of Laphroaig as well, but the PX is much stronger than the oloroso in this one is, which is weird because it's a marriage and then 1 year finish. So it must have been really active casks with the PX one. Okay. Oof. See, this is better. for me. Because, I don't know what it is, but PX just gives a much more robust mouthfeel. It's much sweeter, and that sweetness works better with the Laphroaigs. Oloroso tends to be a bit more drier and spicier, and it's not working, but I prefer the contrast between a really sweet cask and the spicy and zestiness of Laphroaig. It's caramel, it's salty, it's honey, it's maple syrup, anything that's sweet with sea spray sprinkled over, seaweed crushed over. It's very pretty. This is the PX, this is the oloroso, and the bitter finishes. Bitter chocolate with nuts and fruits and nuts. You know those Cadbury chocolates, fruit and nuts? That one. Yeah, okay. I mean, on the nose, differences, PX and oloroso, you can tell, but it's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be up to you guys. If you want PX or oloroso, then you pick, because the price is negligible. I would go with the PX actually, but this is not a bad whiskey. See, but after this, it just felt quite watered down, you know. Whereas this one feels much more rounded, balanced, and satisfying. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'm gonna vote the 10 sherry oak finish 2 Glencairns because you might not like it. So it's try before you buy, because you might not enjoy it. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the PX as well, because again, you might just want your Laphroaigs to be first fill ex-bourbon barrels, zesty, and just let the distillate shine rather than these kind of cask plays. But I think it's good, it's just not great. So I'm going to recommend it. 2 Glencairns, like I said. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know, have you tried the 10 sherry oak? Which one would you prefer? This one or the PX? Or there's one more, which I have a little sample of left, but you can still find it on their website. It's their 2021 Carches edition. It means friendship, brotherhood, friendship, and they release it for official their Isla Festival, and it's Pedro Ximénez matured cask strength whiskey, which is just unbelievably good. So if you can find that, get that. It's a bit more expensive than these, but not massively more. So you might just want to say, well, I'll pay a little bit more and get a proper hefty meaty cask strength Laphroaig that's matured in Pedro Ximénez casks. That would be my recommendation. Anyway, guys, hope you liked it. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.